Welcome, guys. Another Sunday, our lovely Fireside. It's 25th of May. We are almost done with the month. We still have 1 week to go. And there might some things happening before the close of the month. It's quite interesting how that's gonna go. So far, yeah, let's talk about the things what's happening on the market and what's important to be facing. Like I was mentioning as well through the week, we see quite a jump up from the long short ratio. And let me have a look. Yeah, it's recording. That's good. We see we get from 69, nice, exactly to 53. So I almost middling on that. And I was mentioning that might happen as well through the weekend, just because they like to trap people, to flip the mentality to cut any shorts or any longs, and then they're gonna wick one or another side on Monday, Tuesday, maybe next week before the month is gonna close. So yeah, a lot of volatility is gonna happening. A lot of coming into the market as well, both ways. But so far we are middling. So be careful with it. Any major shorts, rethink them, check if that's correct or if it's really applying to the oscillators of indicators as well. Just not to be caught up in the volatility move and to get wicked out, right? Eventually. So be careful. It's nice to wait it out and see if we're gonna break the structure on the higher time frame and then maybe short something instead of jumping the gun, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It's still middling, so not much to say about it. I'm watching it through the Monday and Tuesday as well, because Monday is holiday day, so it's bank holiday for US. It's market is closed, so it's gonna be a long weekend. So that's why I said they might have a go and trap a lot of people in the trades through the long weekend, and then from the next week they're gonna take the liquidity from them. Going to the heat map. It's getting quite thick on the upside for us, so we might even go higher and form a new all-time high and grab the rest of the orders what's laying over there, all the liquidity. What we have above us, it's quite thick. It's really nice and juicy, starts to fill. Then on the high time frame, it's building as well. Oh, I need to log in, seriously. That's such a joker. Okay, now let's do it quick then. Monthly. Yeah, monthly as well. It's getting start to get really thick and appealing to grab it one more go or one more leg up, like we did it already. Same pattern, right? If we're gonna do the same, we're gonna grind to the downside and then spike it up again to the upside. Have the one more leg and come quite of close to 115, just because we have that gap in between, so we might not even go higher than that. That's why I always from beginning start like 115 around, or before front run a little bit 120. That's going to be the last leg maybe for us. Who knows? We will see. But so far, if you're going to go higher, then definitely we're going to take out all of those liquidity like we always did, right? To the upside, we kind of grinded to it. So yeah, we start to fill up the whole gap in between below us. So that's as well appealing, unfortunately. But let's see if we're going to go first to the upside, to the one more leg, and then grab everything to the lower side. Let's see. I would prefer to go higher instead to break anything right now, and yeah, continue to break lower side. So I'm not really like want to do that, but it is what it is, and we will see how the weekend or the week's gonna open up before the monthly close. But yeah, both sides are appealing for now. It looks like we are grinding to the 105, 103 level. What I was mentioning, it's quite a good level to grab any longs, and then we will might spike up and grab the top liquidity, right? So keep in mind, we're gonna go on the chart as well and have a look on how that looks like on structure wise. And this is kind of a jam. I'm maybe a little bit late to the party, but I saw that CoinGlass had a really massive update to its heat map, and this is massive. It's still free. I'm surprised about that. It's really blowing my mind how incredible good and better than trading light first thing first. And this is amazing. Seriously, what you can do over here, it's really big. It's so quick, it's really responsive, and it loads really fast. So it's still, you see all of the bits but they add massive updates to the indicators. So like you see as well, the big traders, whales, where are selling and buying at the same time, you can see. So that's quite good in my opinion to have it on the side as well. Footprint. So if you zoom in right now, you can really zoom in into the chart and see the footprint, and it's detailed, really freaking detailed. If someone is into it, I like to do that as well. I'm not talking about it that much because I don't want to break brains for people. Viking likes to do that. I'm really like doing it for myself, and I love to see the whole details and the orders and all of those get taken and how they get filled. It's amazing how good and accurate it is. So go ahead, have a look on it. I will send a link in the chat. It's free, so it's nothing that it's like a ref link or something. Just have a look on that one. It's really good. It's really amazing. Over here we have the indicators. The layout is a little bit different than TradingView. The timeframes are below on the side of it, so that's weird. I needed to find them first, but yeah, they are on below. That's okay. You get used to it. You have some tools on the side. That's personally you don't need them. The only most important thing are indicators. Those are really big, like aggregated funding rates, aggregated interest opens, deltas, like amazing good ones. Liquidations. Where do we have more? Volumes, fear and greed. And look how fast it's really loading. It's incredible. It's already set, right? It's really fun to play around with it. It's to deep dive into it, to look at it, how it works, and how responsive it is. It's great, in my opinion. It's great to have it on the site, and it's free. I mean, it's free, so why would you not use it, right? If something is free, instead of paying shitloads of money for something that doesn't work. But yeah, so far I love it. I have kind of like set it up and looking at it right now. Maybe I'm gonna do a bit more on it, but it's really good. I love it. It feels good, it looks good, and it works. Works exact same as the previous one, but it's more quicker, it's more updated, it's more responsive, and yeah, it loads quicker, and you can zoom in, zoom out on every single price detail, what you want to see. So it's great. Love it. So yeah, going by right now, so far on above that we have a small amount of 101 Bitcoin and 200, and then the next one is 87-ish, and there is a wall around the 15-ish area, kind of a wall. It's not a massive one, but there is an area of interest, right? The whole high liquidity spot. Change to other time frames. Yeah, you can. I have it on 50 minutes, but there it is on below. If you can see, you see my mouse hovering, and look how responsive it is. You can go into 1 minute either way. No, you can whale both over here. I mean, it's quite accurate as well how it works, and it's really great. Look at how responsive it is. It's crazy how you can go. We have below us around 500 Bitcoin laying down. So this is kind of holding the price for the weekend. Oh, what's that? Okay, wait, right click and you get this kind of pop-up. So maybe there are still updates coming into it. But anyhow, it's just new, brand new for it. So being at it, yeah, they changed it. I know it's weird placement for the time frames, but I needed to find them as well. And then I figure, oh, they're over here. But yeah, you need just to check it out. Just go and have a look how it works. And over here, I like the settings. It's simple and really clean. You can change it even to that one. I like that one even better. It's popping more. Yeah. Nice. So yep. Like I said, we have a floor of 500, a little bit more than 500 Bitcoin, or even 200 added lately. So it's holding us through the weekend, and we might see it in the range forming. Like I said, going higher, 110, and there is a still amount, but what I will mention was around the 15 and 115. There is much more laying upwards to grab. And that's why I'm like considering as well. It's kind of laying it over with the liquidity map. That there is quite a pocket over here, and we might go and take that one. So yeah, that's what I want to mention and show you guys. Have a go, play around with it, and I hope you're gonna enjoy of it, and yeah, see how it's gonna work on the longer run. But so far, I love it. I just quite long time ago already. I declined my subscription on Trading Light, so that's gone. That's out of the window. I'm never gonna go back there. And so far, I'm enjoying using CoinGlass. I like to have everything in one spot, in one place, and kind of ish makes sense to me that all of the information is coming from one spot, especially on crypto, because it's quite accurate what CoinGlass is doing, and yeah, it's good and it's for free. I mean, it's mind blowing what they're doing and what they're putting out of it for free. So yeah, it's great. It's super nice, and yeah, I like it. Really like it. Maybe the next step is gonna be that you can change the ticker, but let's see. So far, it's set on Bitcoin, and yeah, it might be fun. Settings are easy, clean, and nothing overwhelming. So far, so good. Have a go, have a look, and yeah, play around with it, as I would say. So far, let's go and have a look on the charts, how it looks like. I'm gonna put it on the side. Let me change the, yeah, that's fine. First thing first, Wix. That one had a massive spike up. I was quite scared it's gonna close above 24 and we were gonna go parabolic on it, but so far it retraced a little bit more. It's of course weekend, so you're not gonna have the accurate data right now. We need to wait till Tuesday to see anything happening on it, but so far, unfortunately, we are holding 19. If we can go by the data what we have right now, we're holding 19 and we're facing 24. So anything above it, like I mentioned as well, we will go higher. Bitcoin might have a pullback, alts might have a pullback as well, or vice versa. See what's gonna be next week. It's gonna be a little bit volatile just because we're facing monthly close. So it's always a little bit hectic on those kind of moments. Be aware of it. Cover yourself. Have your stops or stop loss in break even maybe, or take some profits on the way. That's the most important, because you never know how volatile market is on monthly open, and I will show you later on as well on the chart how it looks like. Hodlbot, it's got stopped already. We are of the people who are holding it. They are on the side waiting for the next signal. Unfortunately, what this gonna create right now, it's technically the bearish one. So if we're gonna go higher from here, and all of those indicators will go with it, that means we will gonna face to the 60 level, and this one is gonna go as well to the 60, and this one as well. That means we could have potential counter trade when you're gonna receive a buy signal, right? Makes sense. If we're not gonna go higher, of course, if that's gonna be a good one. But so far, unfortunately, on 1 hour, we start breaking the structure, right? So we create already a lower low, and yeah, we didn't even go high enough to do it over here. So we got pushed quite heavily to the side already, and yeah, let's see how that's gonna play out. It is a lower low. So any kind of movement to the upside, if we're not gonna regain this, then it's a failure of the bearish structure. So that's on the hodlbot. Now let's go to the metrics, and this one are quite important as well right now through the weekend, just because we saw the flip from large caps and altcoins, but right now we are holding below the middle line. That means that quite a lot is in the stable coins on the side waiting, and we are cooling off on the oscillators. That's still fine, and you can see clearly that it's been pushed through the sell orders already from 22nd. It's been 3 days long that we've been quite pushed to the downside. But the most important one what I want to show you guys is the 150 axis, where they are placed. Let me make it much more clear. They are literally stacking below the bearish position, right? They are not adding to the upside. They're stacking over here. So any chance we will go lower right now to either way, go like this form anything formation and go higher. We're gonna grab this and more on the way up when they're gonna farm. That's, in my opinion, any pullback from it, that might be bearish short, right? Perfect short as well, just because they're gonna stack a little bit more today, tomorrow, after tomorrow, and then weekly is gonna open. Yeah, we might see something like this forming, just because they lay quite perfectly with the whole bearish sentiment on it. So yeah, let's see. This might be as well. I might be wrong. We might even go higher on it to grab the rest on the 1 or 15, 20 or whatever. It can be same what we did over here. Right? We got quite stopped out on it technically when we came higher than those liquidity, and we went here and we came down, right? So it makes sense that we might do something like this same. We might go higher, do the higher high again, all-time high, grab the rest, wick it, and come back and go to the low downside. Everything can happen, right? But still, doing this on locally, then yeah, this for me is quite bearish liquidity grab what we can have so far. Ecosystem, really clearly that hype it's on the first place and it's going really strong, especially today. On the move we had, I guess it was 10% move from the daily open. So yeah, that's a good one. That's going strong, and I mean, most of us have been quite vocal about it in Discord, how good it is, and that most of you should invest in it. But if you did it, great. If not, then wait for the second boat. So far, Dixie quite low. The rest is quite middling, a little bit higher. Bitcoin ETH still try to do some more things on this to go higher, but let's see on the charts how that looks like. Filecoin is a little bit middling. It was quite higher on the side a couple of weeks ago, but right now it's quite middling, so we might have a cool off on that one. And yeah, hype. It's going quite strong. I mean, 72% up already, so that's amazing how they work. Right, that's good. That's nice. And what do we have here? That's fine. Then let's have a look on Dixie. We're breaking everything to the downside. We had a high. We didn't come quite close to the 103, but technically what you did over here is bearish backtest this area, right? And we failed that. So that's good. That should be good for Bitcoin, but let's see if that's going to be correlated or not. If we're going to go lower, yeah, perfect, of course. Total, still holding. We still kind of grinding. We did a high on it and double top technically, and now we're facing the lows. Let's see how that's going to play. Dominance, that's going to be interesting as well. We had a dump eventually. Okay, not dump. It's quite a pullback on it. And right now we are grinding and see if we're going to regain that. If not, then we might see another one. If that's going to be lower, then yeah, we might face it and go to the 60%. And then we're going to see the whole alt flip, right? But that's going to take some while. It's not going to be in a day or two. It might take a bit longer than that. Let's see how that's going to look in a couple weeks. If I just want to see if that had a higher high. Oh my god, don't tell me that was a double top. Okay, it was a higher close, but it didn't do a higher high from it. So yeah, structure wise it's good. It's hold barely, but it's all right so far. And yeah, now you really need to flip that. Hold the lows on ETH. So you don't want to go lower than that. If you're gonna range it, then it's fine. If that keeps doing this kind of movements in the range, that's all fine. But you don't want to break anything to the lower side. Just do that, form that triangle, right, and go higher and then pop it. If you have that, then definitely that's going to be a massive pop, and we might even go higher than expected on that one. But so far, seriously, this need to do some work still. After one big massive pump, it doesn't say nothing else that we're going to go higher, because there is still resistance above us, quite heavy on each step to go higher. Yeah, if we need to grind it out, then all fine, but that need to do that as well. So that's one, and I don't think, yeah, I mean, trio, it has this really nice movement on the percentage wise, but to be honest, structure wise, Even if you look at the daily, I still don't care, just because you are still facing to the downside. The only thing what you want is this flip and seriously holding it technically already, because if you're gonna break anything lower, then this is just a continuation. Doesn't matter if you did the 20% move, right? Why? Because we are below the average buy of everyone. So yeah, it's still grinding technically to the downside. You need to hold it, and that means seriously holding it. Not only grinding to the downside, but holding level and going higher for once, right? Because that doesn't look good. If you do this same as it's this price action, then it's fine. You might see that big ass spike, right? We might go higher, but please make sure you have any kind of limit sell order set already somewhere over here, or use your history on trade, and that means this level is important. Why? Because that was the failure of the whole move. And this level, why? Because we reject that one already, bearish. Then you have the next one is this, what took you all the way to the downside and wick into it. So we might do it again, front run it. And by that means, what I do always with front run, I'm not using the top of the body, but the below the bottom of the body then, right? So either way, do this, then you are sure that you are front run it, right? And that's what you do to the upside. And if you are really want to be sure that you're gonna take some profits, do the mid size as well. That means this is your mid size in between somewhere, right? Same over here. Take the previous bearish close, that's this, that's your mid. And like that, you have already 2-5 limit sells. And let the price run up, right? Doesn't matter when you stop, but your orders will get hit. And guys, please don't aim for the stars. Take it on the way up. Because if you are aiming for the stars, that's why you are over here. You didn't take any profits on the way down. And on those kind of moves as well. So there it is. I'm sorry. Manipulated. Trio price action looks manipulated. It's yes and no. It depends what you mean by manipulated. It's not like it's been manipulated to the upside. It's been manipulated to go and grab everything to the downside, right? It's just the project behind it doesn't accumulate as much as with the token, right? It's not the price action on the trio. It's a project what needs to do the movement on the coin. And people are not interested to buy trio. They are much interested to use case of the project. The end part, the last few months, might be, but if they take the lows, they're earning money because they need the money, for example, right? Holding the price to the downside costs money as well. But what do I do right now, right? What did we do here? Well, did we say that it was manipulated then, back days? No, it was this manipulated. No, what did you do after? And if this gonna happen again, you're gonna say that this is manipulated? I'm not sure. I'm like skeptic to always call it if it's manipulated or not. It's just been pushed to the downside. And you need to see as well the use case of the token. Is there any use case of the token? No. Is there any use case of the project? Yes. So it might look weird. I mean, the whole chart looks weird just because it's not normality of the token, right? It's not like it's a different kind of alts what we trade. It's totally different. So yeah, take it as it is. And I mean, I was joking around in the beginning, right? But now I'm a little bit stopped because I got bored with it. I don't care how this does. I took my little profit on the way up and I'm still holding it. And if it goes up, fine. If it goes to the death, I don't care about it. Why? Because it's spot. And that's with all of the spots that I hold. If that's going to be killed, I don't care about it. Because I invest money and I know that I might lose it. That's all. And if some people are already crying about this because they bought it somewhere over top, then that's all fault. But if they bought it somewhere over here and they didn't take profit on the way up, I'm sorry that I don't know what to tell you. Then that's on you if you didn't take any profits over here and you're white knuckling still down. Take it out to this. And hype, of course, yeah. did more than 10%, I guess, movement. So that's nice. That's good. So have a look on the BitE, and let's go by a monthly. And it looks like it all depends. It still can happen, of course. I'm not saying that it's not possible. It still can happen that we might do the 5% to the downside through the next week on Bitcoin and close below previous structure. That might happen. It doesn't need to, right? Close anything over here. Highest monthly close in the history of Bitcoin. Perfect. Bullish as fuck still. Till we're not gonna start breaking anything on the lower time frame, right? And that's already the second bullish close on Bitcoin, second month bullish close, and that one didn't even retrace that much on the open one. So technically what you are forming over here, and I don't wanna burst the bubble, but this will be a fair value gap, and this will be a fucking fair value gap. And that's a gap of freaking 25%. Okay, let's not say 20%. Let's be realistic. 20%, right? So be aware of that. We don't need to do that, right? We don't need to close it. But if we're going to do it, then we might see this or this. Still, it's months from now to take it. It's not going to, I'm not saying that it's going to happen tomorrow. Don't get me wrong. It's just months to play out. But we need to be aware. If we're going to close anything above 102, but clearly might happen, I guess, I hope. But let's see how the next week's going to be. It's going to be a short week of trading next week. Be aware of that. Just because Monday it's a holiday day on the market open, not on crypto. So yeah, close that. It's good. Can be still freaking bullish. It's all, we still can go higher, right? So the next month we're gonna open up. We can see freaking hell. We can see open, go up, right? First take everything out, and then we might retrace and go lower. That's all possible, and that's a month candidly, right? We have 30 days to do that. Then weekly, and that's going to be, of course, if we're going to start closing above 104, a little bit higher, then it's going to be another weekly bullish close. But let's see how we're going to close today. We still have 6.5 hours to go. We might retrace a little bit lower, and that still doesn't mean anything that we might go to the downside, because we still didn't break anything on weekly, right? Going by the oscillator, we coming quite heavy to the upside. Still nothing major, and still no sign of any reversal yet on the weekly, right? It still plays quite a long game. That takes weeks to see any kind of indication on it. That's why I don't trade weekly. Then daily, that's one is a little bit different. Of course, we are deviated as freak from the oscillator and from the price action, but still, it's already the third time in the row that we have the negative money inflow, of cash inflow, whatever how you can call it, and we are quite overbought. Sorry, and then yeah, we got all of the reactions from it. We might see another one, and yeah, let's see. We still didn't break anything on the daily side. That takes days as well, but this sell-off was already significant. If we start to filling up and then break from it and go below the weekly, we might see some lower movements. And like I mentioned as well, February, I'm looking at that one, aiming for February around it to have another long. I'm not aiming for the stars. I'm gonna take any profits around here on the long one. So that's how I'm gonna play the long run, and I'm covered already both ways, so all good. Then let me have a look on, yeah, daily is still in a band, and the band start to fill. It start to get a little bit thicker, so the pressure is in. So we might see any volatility coming more into the market. Yeah, nice so far. Let's keep them on. And now for our king of the chart. Again, we came into the band. We had the daily open, was the highest daily open again, and we straight rejected. We didn't even backtested anything of it. That's why I'm aiming for it. If we're gonna see any bearish backtest, then that might fail again because we didn't do it yet. We did on the previous, the one before the last open. So we did that perfectly, and we had a bearish retest of it, and we failed structure already. So we are holding weekly, and the band, there is still potential to go lower to February, just because there are a lot of overlapping order books into it. So there is a chance that we're gonna come for the first time since 6th of May. Literally, we're gonna get into the lower band and trade into it, into the order books, and then we might see the long of it to play out, right? How high we're gonna go? No clue. I'm aiming, and I'm gonna take my profits over here. Maybe I'm gonna have a head short on it. Let's see how that's gonna play out. So far, I'm aiming to long this, take profit over here. If we're gonna go higher, fine. That's all perfect, but that's what I'm aiming for. Why? Just because I'm cautious, and I'm trading now kind of like on a warning side. We might turn around or not, because everything can happen right now on the all-time high on Bitcoin, right? Oscillator on the 4 hour, yeah, looks quite good. We still have some room to go lower, so that's why I'm aiming maybe below the weekly. Then we might see any kind of reversal and trend change on that one, and we might trade go higher from it, right? So far, like I mentioned, 1 hour, we broke the structure on it, and that one failed, and we have a lower low technically on 1 hour. 4 hours, still we holding the bullish structure on it. There is not much change on that one, right? And like I said, we are quite flirting in and around the 150x average band. So we will still keep doing that, and that's why I'm mentioning as well, we might do this quite a lot and then fail it from it, because then we start to trade below it. So that's why I'm triggering by that. And on daily basis as well, there is still some room to go lower to break anything, and that's why I'm aiming as well. Like I mentioned, February is the key level for me, and I guess as well for most of the mentors over here. Why? Because that one holding the price action, that's your daily lowest closed. Liquidations 150 exit are quite coming close to it, and if you're gonna start to coming down to it, the band might move as well, and then you have like 4-6 indicators already. If you're gonna break that, then lower it is. If you're gonna hold that, long it is, right? I hope that makes sense, because in my mind it does, and it gives you quite a lot of indications how we move, because every single time we holding the band and we trading above it, we go higher. You can backtest that for so many days, weeks, months already back on the chart, and we hold it. Breaking below that, then that's my sign, we go lower. On Bitcoin, I'm not saying it's on all of the alts. On Bitcoin, please don't get confused about that, because that's quite important. I'm facing right now Bitcoin alts, it's different take on it, right? So that hopefully makes sense. And so far, yeah, let's see if we're gonna hold weekly. If that's fine, all good. If not, then February it is for me, or front run February, right? So that's the whole take on it. Then I want to go on the swing points. So, pardon. So far, all-time high, we reject from it quite significant. That was just because as well previous daily open. We are coming back into the little bit higher range what we settled previously, and right now as well 4 hour swing, we failed that, and now we are trying to hold the previous low of it. If we're gonna fail that, I'm not sure the daily gonna hold us, and I'm really significant aiming for 104, that one gonna go and retest that swing point, because that one didn't been tested, the structure we settled on the lower time frame. So that it's untested, and as well February it's been untested. So this been tested. So fail anything over here, we might go straight to this structure and this structure. Those two are not been tested, so that can still hold us to go higher or whatever in any kind of move. So that's the whole idea about the swing points, and yeah, that's why I'm training them. Kind of the prediction was setting last Wednesday. We came to the highs of it. Right now, kind of playing out that we are having a pullback and trading below the weekly, I want to see the February hold. That's the only thing. Or a range, any kind of formation. That doesn't matter if you're going to do this for a while. I'm fine with it as well. I don't care. I'm going to trade it. But seeing any major failing below February, then that's done. Gain the previous daily. We go higher. That's all what you need. Bro, and look at this structure. I still keep in there because it's mesmerizing how I settled this fucking range and how it played out. Like, I can't believe it even. But yeah, it is. So yeah, they play, and it's just because I'm playing the structure. I'm more on the structure wise and price action than any kind of news or any kind of indicators. So yeah, it holds, it plays, and it does. So for me, it's a bearish backtest of it on here. Flip that, all good. And bullish, holding this structure, then it's all perfect in the way of going higher, right? So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, come for me. Try to come for me. That's, I guess, all on the BITI. Hype still 7.3% on it. There is quite a lot of red numbers, so some pullback is in the market, right? It's a weekend. There is some sell-off happening. Only hype. It's going quite ballistic higher. And it's great. It's holding daily, and that's perfect because that flip was really significant. We might go higher. I really thought we're gonna only fill the wicks, and we kind of did it a little bit higher than that. We're still trading inside the band, and believe me or not, but this one is going ballistic, and it's just literally only lower bin on the 7th of April on 4 hour, and it's crazy how the structure on the hype is working perfectly to the T. So that one is really massive. I'm really keen on it, and I'm quite heavy on it as well. And I will trade that besides Bitcoin together. So it's good. But still, we had some small cool off out of it, and now we are going a little bit higher. Let's see if we're gonna go and retest the daily. If we're gonna hold the daily, then yeah, higher it is. Of course, we did the all-time high already on it, so that's out of the table. I don't want this one anymore because that was previous. I need to set a new one. I will do that later on. So far, you don't want to see any price action below 32 for now. If you want to see any major break to the downside, then this is the move. Bearish backtest, and that's your failure of the whole structure, right? So you're gonna farm this kind of position in it. That's what you want to see if you want to go lower. So far, we don't have it. There is no say anything about going lower. We might have a pullback. That's all. Any kind of shorts, it's just a scalp to the downside. Maybe a small hedge in your position if you want to, but that's all. There is no saying that we might go lower. Purely, we are holding daily. We are holding previously daily. We holding literally all of the structure to the downside. Yes, there is quite significant movement to the upside, so we have some fair value gaps in between. We left a lot of levels untested and structure as well. So yeah, bear in mind, if that comes down, it might go hard as well and quick. So we might not even to be able to catch it if you are not scalping or anything. But still, be aware this just facing upside only, and it shows you the strength. If that's the only, I'm not counting dog, meme coin, or trio, only green number in your whole watch list, then it is what it is, and the numbers don't lie, right? So if you miss the boat, wait for another one, and that may take for longer if you want to play that one. But this is what it is. Take it how it shows you. So let's go and see how some alts are performing. Let's switch off everything because that's scary how that played out. But yeah, you've gained your 0.45 on Sonic, and that one, I have no clue what happened on it, and why did you broke the structure to the downside that heavily, but it's scary. This shit is scary. If that high, what you took out, brought you to the fucking 0.4, I have no clue what's happening over here. Oh, shit. All right, and this is quite shitty because you need to hold this. What's that? Weekly, right? I don't have the weekly on it. Anyway, you need to hold it. Break anything below that, then you're done. Because this been tested already. The fundamentals are too strong. I just said chaos. Any short, if you want right now, it's just a small scalp to start a hedge position. Yes, it might, but it doesn't look that we might break. Why? Because we start to cool off. Either way, we're going higher. So any position of on the oscillator, any gain of anything, you spike higher, like you did over here. This one is on steroids massively. Right? We just go higher. We create. There is nothing else to hold us. There is nothing else because we never been here, literally. So be careful with shorting it till we're not gonna break anything. And if we're gonna start break anything, that means we need to do this move first, right? This is your significant move. Why? Because this is the daily breakage of you 4 hours. Sorry, below 33. That's your first ever lower low. What you're gonna settle from 7th of April, the first ever lower low. So there it is. If you want to short it, that's the only go. So far, there is no point of catching the knife. If you want, be my guest. I'm not saying what I'm doing, but I'm saying what the chart's playing you. So this is scary. I have no clue what's happened here. Why that high fucking bring you to the lows of the lows. And if that's so, then that's done. Injective. That's a base. I'm really sometimes it makes injective makes really fun of everything because the stepwise how they play, it's incredible to the T. It's quite funny as well to see them. But yeah, a new high on it, and let's see if we're gonna hold the previous high or low. So right now, this is the, if you want to play the super fibs on it, then there it is. Fail that, go below 11, create a new lower low from this perspective, a new lower low, then we might come back higher, bearish, and this done. So far, bullish. Sui. Oh, look at that. How is that even perfect forming? Freaking hell. Yeah. I don't need to add anything else to it. Still, bullish as freak. Holding 3.1, right? And then you are good to go. And it will go higher, I guess. This will go strong. Just because it plays so perfectly on 4 hours. You're so cooled off already, and the oscillator is facing almost to the upside just because it had the bigger move to the downside. It's just one more week, or even holding November, then off you go, and this will go to 4.6 or even above. No point in saying that it's not, because there is still a lot to break to the downside. So this is what it is, and I hope everyone played that nicely. AVAX, unfortunately, high low. Sorry, lower high. So you need to hold right now your floor of March. Oh no, we lost it, sorry. We lost the floor of March. Yeah, you need to regain March. If you go to May, then you're gonna come back again in your low positions and might go even to Q2. And freak, that's gonna struggle a lot if that's gonna pick up. Yeah, still good, but be careful of longing right now just because it might go lower. So see any hold of 21 if we can have that. Solana, let's see how that's gonna play out. Freaking hell to the T. Nice. Higher close and higher high. Perfect. Oh, I was scared he didn't do that. Awesome. So right now we did it, and I really want to hold November and June, because failing November, June not gonna hold you anymore because that's been tested way too perfect. And I'm not sure even in 106 gonna hold you if we're gonna go lower. Then you really need to hold that, especially play the yellow line and then go, flip the 177. to go higher, and then and only then you can see yearly open as a flip position. So far, this is my range, but I don't want to see go lower than June. That's off the table on Solana. We've been through that already. This bullshit. I seriously start to hate TIA. Like, it's getting really ridiculous because it did freaking perfectly bearish backtest of the whole structure. Either way, it had high and low, and it fell on a Q2. It's weak as fuck, and I'm seriously considering to dropping everything on it what I have, but it's not much anymore. I sold a little bit to the downside, and I don't care what it's gonna do. If it's gonna do the 2x, I don't give a shit anymore, because that's one is pain in the ass to hold, and and how it performed. Because this movement was really good, and now it's fucking failing. Why? We bearish backtest Q2, we failed that quite significant move, and we settled in a new lower low, and we're going lower. So the only hold what you have right now, it's not anymore this, but you want to hold only this, need to hold this. Otherwise, that's not gonna do any goods for us or for anyone who's holding this shit. Oh my god, this is such a fucking ridiculous coin. Anyway, rest. Okay, cool. It did a higher high. That's good. And quite high close in the resistance. We didn't flip it. We failed the yearly open quite significant with the down movement over here. Right now, you really need to hold 1088. That's the only one. What you need to hold. Breaking that, then you're coming back into the bigger range, and maybe you're gonna face 1049 on it, or Q2. Sorry, February. So that's the thing. That's the deal. Fartcoin. What you want to say about Fartcoin? Nothing else. It did a higher high. It did the highest close, and right now, even coming back in May, that's bullish as fuck, because that structure is gonna hold you, and we might have another bigger leg on it. Would you love to hear your thoughts on? Yeah, sure. On the ticker or on the fundamentals on it? What do you want, Chaos? Ticker chart. That's the ticker? What is it? Can you explain a little bit what it is? IR, okay. Airwave. Well, how do you say that? Anyway, let's go. Better. Fed. Going strong. A nice higher high and higher close as well. That was perfect on 4 hour. Right now, I want to hold May, especially, because that's still you support and you flip of the monthly. It's a pay one store forever storage play? What do you mean by that? Loads of crypto projects use this for their web hosting. Okay, but what do you mean with pay one store forever storage play? What's that? What does that mean? Anyhow, Fed, holding weekly, and if you're gonna see any bounce from it, then that might go higher, just because that's quite flip, and we have super support on it below, and May will hold that as well, definitely. So that's going good, slowly, but it's going good. I like that. I like to see that on Fed. Not much anymore on the list to have a look, and I thought someone else asked for AI 16 first. 16. Oh. Oh, look at that. How does that play out? Tell me if the fucking levels are not worth it to play. Anyhow, bearish failure of the March. You settled your high and low, and now look what it did. You fail on the weekly, and you barely holding right now your high and low. So if you're gonna start going lower and close anything below 0.226, and boy oh boy, prepare yourself for last. And that okay, and that one I was gonna hold you because it's been tested twice already. So you might face to 0.109 to that flip and to the bullish flip. Don't gonna play for online storage. It's decentralized storage. Like, okay, Philcoin, but where it is forever. All right, yeah, fair enough. I will have a look in that. So yeah, that's quite sketchy. And the failure of the weekly was strong, really strong. And right now you really want to hold that. If not, then like I said, 019, it's on the table. What was the next one? Griffane. Oh, I have that one on the list, I guess, somewhere over here. Griffane. The only positive on the daily is that it starts to cool off a little bit quicker than the rest of it. Yeah, it did a 9% move to the downside. And look at that. And another one. Like, how do you mean the levels are not worth it to watch? Like, they are fucking playing to the T on weekly open, and you bearish back tested even. Straight ahead after the open, you even didn't came and break anything. You just went to it and failed that. Like, bro, how strong do you want to have it? After the setting higher high, higher close on it, you came into it, weekly open, you fail it, you fail your structure right now, close below that, then March and May, it's on the table to bounce maybe from it, because that's your last support area that might hold you, right? If so not, then CQ2, if that's gonna happen. 4 hour, a little bit locally, yeah, break below that, you go lower, and March, May will hold you. Otherwise, it's done deal. So even you can play this out, and there you have it. March, May hold you. If not, then Q2. All right. So let's have a look on that. I guess. Oh. Jesus. What happened here? Anyhow, structure-wise, almost perfect bearish retest of your previous swing, and right now on the freaking monthly, you need to hold the 3 or hold the Q2. If you're gonna start failing that, then that's done. That's dead as fuck, right? Because you don't you're going to the lowest floor that you created. It's 3.8. That's on the monthly. Don't get scared too quick. You start to regain some stuff on a weekly. That's good, but you are freaking bearish retest March. And that's quite painful, just because right now what you're gonna create on the daily, I guess, gonna be that area. Let's have a look. And there you have it. You lower low, right? And then you create this quick higher low. So that's good. You have your breakout of the structure over here. Didn't do it for the $9, so you freaking failed that. Right now, you're failing March, like we said. You're failing weekly as well, because we closed below that, and you are facing May. If you're not gonna hold May on this structure, because that's been already tested, right, quite perfectly as well, you might see any bounce from Q2 because we didn't reach it fully that. If not, then your stupid fib is in play. So you might see any bounce from Q2 on the daily basis. And you really need that, just because you are really freaking moved to the downside, and now you need to hold it. Break anything Q2, you might see the super play out, but that's your last resort on it. 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour, you barely hold it right now. And look at this struggle. It's a quite buyback, but from both ways. You need to flip the daily right now, and then you need to regain the weekly back. If you're not gonna do that, you might see another rejection of it, and yeah, go do something like this. So far, but yeah, you really need to hold this shit if you start to break, because this is you personally your first bearish failure on this whole move. So nice that you did this, but right now you are failing the move on it if you're gonna start to close anything below May. So that's what you want. You hold this level regain back the weekly, and then you need to flip March. If you're not gonna flip March because that's reject you quite hard, then it's a failure. Reject March and you go higher. And then the level is what you need to keep in mind is this. Because this been you first high that brought you to the lowest low. 9.9. Flip that, 9.9, nothing else gonna hold you till November. That's the whole take on it. I hope it's worth it. And it's what it's you wanted to hear. But it is what it is. Anything else? Anybody want to hear, to know, to check, to see? What do we do? All right, so that's cool. That's nice. Yeah. On 1 hour, we have our first reversal sign. Let's see how that's gonna play out. We might see any pullback on it to the daily. Hold that, you go higher, fail that. We might even go to 30 bucks again and see if we're gonna hold that. That's my whole take on it so far. It's not much on that one. Betty. Yeah, that's the. It's quite nice sell off, right? To do it, but anyhow, we create some liquidity. We've, like I said, still hovering above the weekly, and yeah, it's quite a gain. Now you need to flip the daily and see if we're gonna gain this 109. This it plays great fundamentally, I think. Yeah, but you need to remember, like, okay, Chaos, one question about it. Fundamentals and chart-wise doesn't need to go pair in pair together. Why? Is there any use case for the coin into the project? Is there any need to buy this to be able to do anything on the fundamental side? Give a nice move on BTC. Yeah, it could. That's the whole thing. Because if people don't need to buy this, for example, look at grass, right? Or Griffane. Fundamentals, they are there. But chart-wise, not. Why? Because the coin doesn't need to do it. You need to store. Oh, so you need to buy the coin. Okay, that's differently. Then yes, that's good. If you need to have the coin to store, then that's can be even more bullish, yeah. But somehow, if you if you need the coin into the storage, why is this still happening? But if you want to look at that side, if that pops, yes, that's good. But eventually, what you need to have it's gonna be because you need to keep that forever. You said, right? It's place. If you buy it, you keep it forever. So you need to keep the coin forever. You cannot sell it, right? So then, in my takeaway, it's gonna create something like this, and do it again. And there you have it. That's gonna be the chart for it forever, if that's gonna be the play, right? Because why? You kind of do it and did it, and you do it again, and that might happen again. Why? Because you need the coin, so people are gonna buy it, shitloads of it, and they're gonna hold it, right? I mean, yeah, you can chart it if you're gonna fucking buy the low and sell the high. So yeah, that's gonna be perfect range forever. But it is what it is. It's not gonna behave like a normal chart because you need to hold the coin for its purpose, right? They're not kind of allowed to sell it, or they are not able to sell it. So that says already as well how the chart might behave, right? But in this position, yeah, it can pop off, right? If people gonna jump on it and buy shitloads of it right now. But it is. This is how the chart might behave eventually. And it's gonna look like that, yeah. Oof. But it is what it is. Yeah. So yeah. Pity. Yeah, unfortunately we did the lower close, so, and a lower low on it. But yeah, we're hovering above the weekly open, and let's see if we're gonna pop it or we might break it to the lower side. But there is some resistance above us. Of course, build. This is one. It's even heavier because it didn't been retested fully. Either way, this been, so we might even flip that and see what we're gonna do about it so far. Oh. So yeah, it's I want to say it's a good way of price action for now. But yeah, there are some whales are buying right now, or looks like not massively, but still it's good. So that's the take on it. On my side and my perspective of view. Yes, sir. I will look on Undo. That's how it sounds in my mind that you ask. Oh, I've been here. I've been here. Oopsie. A lot of alts did this, failing on the weekly retrace and previous weekly, and now they're failing the new weekly. Anyhow, all right, now you need to be careful on daily. Watch the daily if you're gonna close below your 0.991 price action. If that happens, I'm not sure if this gonna hold you, just because it's been quite, yeah, it's didn't been tested fully. You might have a chance that this might hold you then, this area. If not, if you're gonna see any kind of bigger movement, then Q2 it is. That's your biggest support right now on it. Unfortunately, oh fuck's sake. Unfortunately, it started to break the structure. Definitely on 4 hour. Oh no, sorry, it didn't yet. So it's still holding. So hold May. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Hold May, it's perfect. Close anything below, like I said, 109 or 1089. Then you might go a little bit lower to the previous support to hold that. But then you're gonna create a new lower low. But yeah, very close. Eventually, you had the sell-off, so that was quite significant. You might have that position of breaking or coming back to a bearish position of it, just because of this sell-off. This was quite significant. Why? There is a lot of resistance over here on it, right? This is your resistance area, and it's quite heavy. This sell-off was quite massively, so you could predict that this might happen on it. But yeah, that's what it is. We'll speak sooner after the market, seeing it and not Fed meeting. Is he speaking, Paul? I don't give a shit actually if he speaks or not. Like, I don't care about it. Like, it doesn't do not much to me in my trading. What? Oh. All right. God damn it. And that's one failed. Bro, like, seriously? Almost to the T. Anyhow, you didn't regain November. You settled the higher high twice in a row, so that's good. You had a sell-off, higher low. You hold the Q2 as well, good. But then again, like almost all of the alts failed on the previous weekly. Like freaking hell, that's weird. It didn't come in fully to retest the bearishly. Anyhow, you're failing it, and right now you need to regain daily. That's your first point of interest. Then flip the flip the weekly to even go higher. So far, I'm sorry to say, but you broke the structure to the downside. You broke your 4 hour structure already, because it created higher low and higher close. But still holding Q2, that's fine. So you need to see that flip. If not, fail the Q2, then yeah, it's been tested, but still you can try to hold this. Yeah. This is your maybe hold. If not, then you're gonna create a fully lower low on it after the first move higher. Fucking hell. You just go speaker like oh yeah. I don't care about it. Like fundamentally, I don't give a shit anymore. Trader charts, not the news. Who cares what they're gonna do and what he's gonna say? That's fine. That's fine. I did that. So yeah, I mean, this is really amazing how it looks like. I like it. Have a go, have a play around with it, and see how it works. How does it does the data? And yeah, it's quite cool to see incoming orders. And this is really, really incredible. I like it very well. And it shows you really, really good where the bits are going as well and how do they get taken. That's such a good take on it. Freaking hell. Nice. Nice, nice. And we start to have a little bit more bearish income on it. Well, yeah, it's good. It's strong and it's freaking amazing how it looks like. I love it. See ya. Have a good one. So yeah, play around with it. It's free, so it's not gonna hurt anyone to use it. And yeah, that's quite quite a nice move. And people as well, for some of you over here, join Eagles' streams. Why? I will freaking show you why. Because the bots are doing really amazing freaking job. Look at that. Ranty from even here, if you want to, it's almost 3.5% on move on packs. This one does really freaking job on it as well. It's doing massively. It's already out of the position from my side, but I'm trading a little bit differently on bots. Here, bomb as well. If that fails, this structure, then bro, if this will go lower, if this fails, I hope it will because it's in a short, then freaking 40% of the move can happen. Like seriously. Omni, same thing. Nice in the short. Take it as it is. And we have a high bot, or sorry, it's not we. Eagle have a high bot created on 50 minutes. So that one is blasting orders through the day constantly. It's nice. It's good. And it's now in the long. Still, took some profits. 50%, 50%. Nice. Let's see how that's going to behave. But it's really amazing, guys. And the profits are there, making it while you are sleeping or doing different things. You don't need to watch the charts because everything is automated. So, great stuff. Join the stream. And yeah, asking questions, a lot of questions. He likes it. And create a bot. Just test it out. Just create a one bot. Just test it and see how it works. Like how easy it will make you life. And unfortunately, one day you don't need to trade anymore. So yeah. Any questions so far, or anything what you want to see, learn, hear about? Tell me. Ask me right now. Now it's your chance. Privacy coins are going crazy. I like it. I like it. That's a nice flip. Oh. Let's not do that. Still, some pressure to the downside. And literally, again, we didn't reach the 100x's. That's unfortunate. And I really want to see how this is going to go next week. How quickly we're going to flip. Just because, yeah, like I said, Monday it's still market close. And then we have 4 days for the last, before the month is going to close. So yeah, and that's going to be on Sunday. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to have a stream on the monthly close this time. Anyhow. Anything? What's going on over here? Not much. Not much. Okay, quiet. So all good, all chill, and I'm trying to get my thoughts together about my new kind of thing what I wanted to do on YouTube. I think I'm gonna start doing as well some market updates daily on it, just on YouTube. Nothing major or nothing weird or something, but just small updates from the next week. I just try some new things on it. Let's see how that's gonna play out. Keeps me going. I like it, and yeah, have a look if you want. If not, then fine. So yeah, that's gonna be all. I'm gonna bounce. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, and see you Wednesday. Bye. See you on the flip side.